Hi, Scorpios. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is a singles deep dive reading. Today, we're going to be asking Spirit for what's next in love. We have some charms. We have some letters and some initials and some numbers. We're going to be using those, some timelines, some evidence, anything about what is coming next. So it could be next relationship, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, future spouse, anything about a connection that you may be in that's just come into your energy just for confirmation. So use this reading as a manifestation. Let's see what Spirit has for you for love. We are going to ask Spirit now. For those of you that are new to my channel, I am a psychic medium. I'm a intuitive life and love coach full-time, and I hope you enjoy your reading. I hope you enjoy the guidance. Please consider joining my channel if you'd like to do that. Love to have you, and welcome back to all my Scorpios. Thank you always for your love and support. Please comment below. Let me know anything that you want to claim it. You want to thank Spirit, whatever you need to do. So let's see, Scorpios, what do we have for my singles? What do we have for my singles? I am listening to you now, Spirit. What do we have? I have a soulmate. I have a connection from your past has emerged. Embrace the connection. Okay. So just because it says the past doesn't mean that somebody in this lifetime, it could be a soulmate in separation, could be feel like, past lifetimes, but a soulmate energy coming into your life. That's beautiful. I have a cutting. It's time to sever unhealthy attachments. The cycle must be broken. Is there somebody that I still hold on to, that I've had a difficult time moving on from? Spirit may be saying, we might have something different for you. We may have somebody new for you that we want you to be with. They have a new love, a potential love, a connection awaits. Sometimes if we hold on to this old energy, Spirit gets confused and thinks that you want to reunite with somebody, or you want to reconnect, or you want that person to come back into your life. So if that's not what you want, be very crystal clear with what you're manifesting, that I really want to bring and attract somebody new, somebody I've never met before, somebody that is a better match for me, more in alignment for me, so be crystal clear with what it is that you're asking Spirit for. Let's see what they have for you today. I have Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Knight of Wands, gorgeous. And I have a High Priestess. I love this. So the first thing that jumped out at me, of course, is this Ten of Cups and Knight of Wands, because it was this knight in shining armor, of course, charging into your life. Somebody that I'm going to be really, really happy with this person. I do like the little three kittens here, but how it's coming into me is more like a family of three. Maybe one of you has a child already, or maybe you'll have one child together someday. But it did come into me as like a happy family, but a family of three, something like that. Intuitively, you're going to recognize this person. Intuitively, you're going to say, I just knew that you were the one. I just knew that you were a gift. It came into me just a second ago as a surprise that this person came into my life unexpectedly, or as a, I don't know, just when I least expect it, something along those lines. What else do you have for us, Spirit? So your intuition is going to guide you. I have strength. Could be a Leo. I have a Queen of Wands. We have so much passion for each other. It's almost a sense of, I mean, I am going to say we can't get enough of each other. So there's probably can't keep our hands off of each other. Spirit just said, I'm sorry, that's funny, but it's true. You guys can't get enough of each other. And it's great, when that happens. You want somebody that you have great chemistry with. You want somebody that you just look forward to, being physical with, making love to, holding, hugging, hugging, kissing, so you guys can't get enough of each other. I love that. I'll take that any day of the week. Thank you, Spirit. We needed that. Spirit, what do you want my Scorpio? What do you want Scorpios to know? Ooh, let's get this guy. How did I get so lucky? Yeah, that's exactly how this Ace of Pentacles came into me. It was this feeling of, this is an unexpected surprise. I feel lucky that I found you. I wasn't expecting you to come into my life at this point. Maybe I wasn't searching for you, but usually that is when somebody comes into our life, when we're not trying so hard, it's all of a sudden they just appear out of nowhere, right? I want to write your name in the sky. I don't know about that, but your name, maybe your name sounds wonderful to them. Maybe they love your name, maybe it's one of their favorite names that they literally just have always liked your name, or you have a very unique name and they're like, I love the sound of your name. Now that I see you, everything is different. Yeah. Once they see you, they can't go back. It's like it's out of the box, right? It's, you can't put it back in. So once they see you, their whole life is ready to change. I love that too. Your hair shimmers in the moonlight. I don't know about that. That's very romantic though, but maybe they're just notice everything about you. Maybe they love your hair, maybe that's something that they say, I love your hair, is attracted to you immediately. Maybe you have gorgeous hair. Do you have beautiful hair? If you have beautiful hair, let me know. Once it's almost this feeling of once I see you, I can't take it back. Like I don't want to unsee you, if that makes sense. But yeah, you have somebody that they're probably going to have an incredible crush on you right out of the gate. I'm going to say it that way. So that's cool. I love that. I have anxiety. This person has some anxiety. There's something going on. We'll get some clarification with that in a minute. I have fear and anxiety. I'm going to say that this person struggles a little bit with either they think that you're going to reject them, or that they really have a crush on you and they're really excited about you, and maybe you're not going to be as excited about them. So there's definitely some fear of rejection here. They may hold back their feelings for you for a little while. They may have this kind of secret admirer flirting. Maybe they're always flirting with you, or they're always kind of teasing with you, because they have to feel 100% confident that it isn't just that you're just playing a game with them, that you actually truly are, you don't like, tease everybody. That because I do feel like they are, they're very much afraid that you're going to reject them. So there could be a longer, I don't know how to say it. I don't know, a lot of time with that bantering stage, that playful stage, that flirting stage, before we get to they actually ask you out on a real date, to the point where when you're on that first date, you feel like you know them already. You feel like you already went through all the motions of getting to know them. So there could be a lot of text chatting. There could be a lot of even phone calls. It's almost like they're counting those as dates, but they're not. And almost by the time we get to meet in person and we're actually face to face and talking to each other, I feel like we already know each other. We already pretty much know each other, because they don't want to be rejected. So they spend a lot of time in that early stage, if that makes sense. The Chariot. He wants to move forward. I love this, a black cat and a white cat. That's cute. The number 7, of course, is my Chariot number, but the number 7 did jump out at me more like a July feeling, that July could be very significant in this connection. It could be a birth date, could be, I don't know, maybe this connection really starts to take off in July. There's a 7 of Cups also, 7 again, 7, 7. Okay. that feeling I had a moment ago of they want to make sure that you don't flirt like this with others. You know, maybe they feel like you're playing the field, or you feel like they're playing the field, that they are, you know, that there's other people involved around you, that you're talking to lots of people. They want to stand out. They don't want to just be one of many. All right. So there's something going on like that. They want to stand out. The Tower, maybe one of you has to end something. Like, I'm not talking to anybody else. I really just want to see where we go. I don't want to have any communication, or I've completely, that feeling of I had to cut ties. Maybe they need to be told, like, once and for all, that you have no strings attached anymore. There's no ex waiting in the wings, or that there's nobody coming around trying to win you back. Like, I just feel like this person has to know, like, be more confident that moving forward, that they really have a chance to be with you. That is how I feel. Two of Wands, because they're already thinking about a future. Look at the key. It's like, all right, so here's the key, here's the lock. And it's like, okay, how am I going to move forward? You know, like, how am I going to make this happen? How am I going to convince this person that I'm the one that they should be with, that they shouldn't even be talking to anybody else, or I don't want them to be dating anybody else? So they're an emperor. They're pretty strong. Maybe they are going to be, maybe even, I don't want to say forceful. Queen of Wands, Emperor. I don't want to say forceful, because that makes it sound like this person's, like, you know, controlling or something. But I feel like they're probably going to be along the lines of, hey, if you're dating a lot of people, I get it, but I really want to be with one person who isn't dating a lot of people, you know, which is their way of saying, if I start dating you, I don't want you to be dating other people. All right. I just don't feel like they can be involved in that energy. They don't want to be compared to other people. They want all of your attention on them. They want to be the focus, Spirit just said. They're a King of Pentacles. They're used to getting their way a little bit, whether it's in work or their career or their success. And I do feel like they want to be the only one. You know, some people are like that. You know, some people are like, hey, I get you're dating a lot of other people. I get that you are, you know, trying to find somebody. But if I start to actually date you, I don't want you to be dating anybody else. So they want to be your focus. So maybe that's why they spend so much time with you in that early stage, that because they're trying to make sure that you're real. They're trying to make sure that this is going to be real. Otherwise, they're not going to waste their time. So I guess that's a good thing, because that tells me that they would actually be focused on just you. So I'm going to say that that's probably a good thing. I like it. I have a Scorpio energy. They could be a Scorpio. They could be a Gemini. It could be a twin flame. I could see that. I could also see a Libra. I could also see a commitment with this person. I feel like this person doesn't like to juggle more than one person at a time. You know, they could be one of those people that says, I date one person at a time. If it doesn't work out, I just, you know, end that relationship and date somebody else. I don't think they have the energy or the time, or it's just not how they think, to date more than one person at a time. So that is how it's coming off to me, is that they're probably very focused on whoever they are spending time with. They give it their best shot. They're all in. And I actually like that about them. I'm going to say that. Let's get some clues. Cup of coffee. Let's meet for coffee. Maybe we start talking over coffee. Maybe we go for coffee for a few times. There's a lot of energy in that upfront time. There is. There's a lot of not quite like romantic dates, but there might be a lot of encounters. We grab a cup of coffee, we do a lot of flirting, maybe we grab a lunch. And I don't know if it's like a formal date, like we're all dressed up and going on a formal date, but we're getting to know each other and we're seeing if this is something. And so I do feel like there's a lot of energy put into those early meetings. Those early kind of our time together is valuable. Roses, I do feel like once he or she, there's a lot of romance. I do feel like once you're it and they want to date you, that they'll be very romantic. They'll be totally focused on you. I have winter. Maybe we're going to meet this person in the winter. They like the outdoors. Okay. They like the outdoors, nature. Maybe you have the same spiritual backgrounds. Maybe you guys both were raised in the similar religions, or maybe your families are from the same spiritual background. Maybe you have that in common. At work, I don't know. I don't think you're meeting this person at work. You could have synergistic work lives. You could have something in common with work. Maybe that's what, you have to talk about. But I think he's very successful. I will say that he or she is probably very good at what they do. I have a Gemini again. Okay. Law and justice. They could be in the legal field. They could be connected to the legal system somehow, working in the legal system, somewhere, something like that. I do feel an education. Online dating. Maybe we met online. We do a lot of chatting. We do a lot of texting back and forth. Maybe our first date is a cup of coffee, something simple. They are an Aquarius, maybe. I have a chef. I don't see it as that they are a chef. I don't think they're a chef for a living, but they certainly like food. Maybe they are a self-proclaimed foodie. Maybe they are a connoisseur of good food, like they're really particular about where they go out to eat or the types of food that they eat, that they like quality food, maybe they like a certain type of food, has to be a certain quality, so that I could say. I believe the number 31, a strange encounter. Now I had this person coming into my life unexpectedly, almost like a special surprise, like a surprise at this point in my life, a pleasant surprise, like maybe you've been dating people that weren't going anywhere and all of a sudden you meet somebody that you actually like and want to spend time with. So keep believing for sure. Set your course. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan, the right direction. I'm going to put it in the category more so that this person, because they don't want to date around a lot of different people, they don't like to bounce around a lot, that they probably are pretty good at their own personal goals, their own personal timeline, or what they want out of their life, or where they see themselves at different ages, something like that. So they'll probably be very good. If like you ask that question, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? This would be the kind of person that could answer it. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? They're like, oh yeah, I know exactly where I'm going to be in 10 years. So they're probably very good at projecting like future goals, something like that. So that's a nice quality too. I mean, I like that in a person. I have nonsense. It's time to talk sense. All right. So here's a Queen of Hearts. I do feel like there's a lot of bantering in that beginning stage. All right. And I feel like you either call them out on it and say, hey, we've been chatting, we've been talking for a while, we've been flirting, like either ask me out on a real date or, this isn't going anywhere. I'm not interested in being your pen pal. I'm not interested in just like sex chatting with you. Right. So I do feel like there's a time that we actually call them out on it and we just say, like, show up, like either ask me out on a real date. And they're like, oh, you want to go on a real date? Okay. It's like an opening for them. Because I do feel like there's, even as secure as they are, it's almost like they need to know 100% that you're not going to reject them. You know, even though they're a very secure person, I mean, they're secure in all these other areas of their life, their success, their plan for their future. Maybe they've been thrown under the bus by somebody else, or somebody else really, you know, broke their heart. But it's almost like you have to call them out on it and just say, hey, you know, I'm not interested in just like texting back and forth with you forever. You know, like either let's plan on meeting in person or move on, you know. So something along those lines. I have a transformation. Look at, it's like you're crossing your arms. I love this. It's just this feeling of you know, something has to change. Again, like I'm not going to put up with this kind of waiting. I'm going to put in that category. Like I'm not going to wait for you forever. Either, you know, show up and let's start something and have a real adult relationship, or move on and flirt with somebody else superficially on text messages. Okay. But it's like you're crossing your arms. It's like my Scorpio finally steps to the plate and says, you know, like I'm not doing it. Like you can see it, you're like waving your finger even. Like it's like, no, 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 no. Like, let me tell you how this is gonna work, right? I'm not gonna let you just, you know, be this like, I don't know, superficial, fake, you know, we text, we, you know, we go back and forth all day long, but I never see this person. No, you deserve so much more. I want to move forward, and they will move forward. I do feel like you call them out. It's almost a joke, like they say, "Oh, is that what you want? You want to actually go on a real date?" You know, and it's like a game, you know. So there's a lot of banter back and forth with this connection in the beginning, like unbelievable. I have strength. Hang in there. This person's going to push your buttons. This person's going to push your buttons for some reason, in a playful way, I think. Eight of flowers. Yeah, there's a lot of, you know, energy that comes into your life very quickly, unexpectedly, right? He comes charging into your life. He starts all this kind of playfulness, flirting, emotion, get you all like kind of excited about him. And then it's like the ball goes into your court and you're like, hey, you know, show up, you know, either do something about this, or this isn't even real. This is like fantasy land, right? But it is real. And I think that you're just going to have to push them a little bit. You're going to have to push them away from the stage of um, flirting to we're actually seeing each other and we're dating. I'm trying to just get this set because I've got this big bucket of letters and numbers. So let's get a handful of letters. I'm just going to pull a big handful. These are new to me. I thought that I would get some, for those of you that have been watching me for a while, I thought I would get some big letters so that you could see the letters better. Okay, so I have a letter X. I have a U. I have two U's. So it could be first initial, last initial, or there could be a U in their name. I mean, these are odd letters so far. So maybe they're one of those names that has like weird letters in it. I have the letter N. Letter N. That's normal. I have the number 7. Didn't I say the number 7 earlier? So there's something about this person in the number 7. I have the letter G. I have a K. I have two N's. Anytime I have two of something, I always say, okay, so that's like a double message from spirit. Like N could be an important letter over other letters, right? I have an S. I have two S's. Two S's. I have an O. I have I have a letter C. That's a letter C because that's a G. I have three N's. They're making a point here. N is very important. I have a letter B. I have an M. I have the number 2, but Spirit just asked me to do 27. Okay. So that could be either February or it could be somebody's 27 years old, 27th of the month, something like that. And then I have the letter H. Okay. So you can take a moment, take a screenshot of that, and keep your eyes open for any of these clues. Maybe that is something that you just keep on your phone when you're talking to somebody. And if somebody's flirting with you and their name begins with the letter N, I would probably take that pretty seriously, the letter N, because there were 3 N's, 2 S's. Let's see when this person is coming into your life. Let's see if they have a timeline. Spirit, when is this person coming into my energy? My Scorpio needs to know. When are they coming? The number 24. I have 1 to 3 weeks. They may be right around the corner for those of you that are waiting. January. Okay, we're still in January. 1 to 3 weeks is still in January. I will take that. Let's say the number 21. I have fall being important. Okay. Maybe if we were to meet them in January, by the fall, we would know that this is the person that we really want to have a relationship with or stay in a relationship with, right? So that could be important to us. That could be a good clue. I have the number 20. I have the number 22. Lots of 20. It's almost like the week of. It's like the week of 20, 21, 22, 24. It's almost like the week of, you know what? Let's just the January, January, the week of the 20th. I don't know. I'd have to look at a calendar to see. Let's see what their feelings are going to be for you. Let's see. Well, how are they going to feel for my Scorpio? What is my future person going to feel? I love everything about this person's energy. They're going to have to be pushed a little bit with, pulling the trigger, going from flirting to actually dating. And it's more the sense of either they feel like you're out of their league, or they just want to make sure that you feel the same way. They don't want to be rejected. Could be as simple as that. But for how secure they are in all the other areas of their life, it's kind of silly that they're afraid to, ask you out on like a formal romantic date. But you do spend a lot of time going back and forth. I will say that. You are incredible. You are incredible. So that's nice. I want to give you everything. I want to give you everything. I like that. One day I will go down on one knee and offer you a lifetime of love. I have to tell you, the feeling I had with they don't like to date a lot of different people, that they will make you their focus, leads me in the direction of, oh, my hands is tingled, leads me in the direction of that this would be a commitment, so I'm very hopeful for this person. I really am. I'm going to tell you how I feel soon. Some of you may have met them. Maybe they're getting ready to share their feelings, spill their guts. I feel a deep love for what we have together. A deep love. Yeah. I mean, we're not looking to have, a casual relationship. We're certainly not looking to be in a sex chatting relationship with somebody. We're looking to be in a committed relationship that somebody is focused on us, right? So that is gorgeous. I've awakened to our love. I think from the moment that they saw you, that feeling I had of, I can't put this back in the box, like I can't now that I've seen you and you've come into my life, I can't like unsee you anymore. I think there's a lot to be said for that. Let's get a final message for my Scorpio single. Own it, claim it, put it out into the universe. If this is what you want, it's all you. Temperance. I feel balanced when I'm with this person. I feel good with this person. I have a Fool. This is a new person. I do feel that. All right. It's a new person that I feel a deep love for what we're going to have together. All right. So keep cutting those strings, they had said, right? Let go of the past, let go of anybody that you think is still lingering, whether you think they are or not, and be really, really open to this new love. Be really open to this incredible new journey that you're ready to start with somebody. That is gorgeous. And I have a 2 of Wands. Yeah, this person is a planner, okay? This person thinks big picture. They think ahead. I think from the moment they meet you, I think they're already going down the kind of path of, I could see my life with you. I could see, what our life would look like with you. So people do, there are some people out there that are really good at forecasting their futures and have that incredible sense of intuition that says, I just knew the moment that I saw you that you were going to be more than somebody I was going to casually date. So I think we've got something very substantial coming in. So we're going to ask Spirit to guide you. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.